Hey guys, Don here. Welcome to Podiatry Practice Mastery. I want to talk a little bit today about the combination of using something called Fiverr and Shopify. Okay, if you haven't heard about either of these, you can kind of look them up. What is Fiverr? Fiverr is basically a virtual assistant for specific tasks. So if you have certain tasks you need done, you can use Fiverr. It started out on the whole premise of paying someone $5 to do something, and it has expanded, and you can pay any amount of money to do any type of thing that you want. So you go to Fiverr, you make a little account. I've used it for a lot of different things, a lot of the ebook layouts and things like that. Even though I've found Designer now, which we talked about before, I used to use Fiverr. And even if you do have something like Designer, sometimes you just don't have the time to do it. And the nice thing is you just delegate it, you pay them $20-$30, and they have a nice layout for your ebook, or they can do intros and outros for your podcast. They can do the design on your YouTube header. They can just do a lot of little, so you just kind of Google and you put it in the search bar what you need done. Recently, I wanted to do a Shopify account. Okay, what is a Shopify account? Well, it's basically an online store, and I got this idea from the Tobro. I interviewed him, and if you look at his website, he has two websites, Jonathan does. One of the websites, if you open it up, that is his Shopify account. Basically, it's just a Shopify online store. Then it'll link to his actually podiatry site. And on there, he sells a whole bunch of like nail nippers and files and things like that. So I thought, well, I wanted something like this, and I really didn't have the bandwidth to set it up at all. Okay, like many of us were too busy, and technologically, I just didn't want to set it up. So I went to Fiverr. I looked for someone that sets up Shopify accounts, and that's about it. And I gave them my website, I gave them my login, and I paid them, I think, $300. Okay, so what, for $300? If it sets it up for me, and then they just like add in all these bells and whistles, and I'm still kind of seeing what it's going to look like. I'll post it when it's done, and they're going to pick some products, and I picked some similar products. So what I did is I sent them my Amazon affiliate account and kind of showing what I'm selling via Amazon, and they're going to offer other stuff. So as we're thinking about these things, I think a lot of times this direct work with our patients is kind of the future. If you think about it, look what Amazon does, right? Amazon right now, everything, they have your personal information, they know what you're personally interested in, and they're going to provide that. And the couple of things that seem to be working in terms of providing products for me, actually there's only one thing, it's Amazon. I make about, $20, $30 a month on this Amazon affiliate, or I think it's an influencer's account. It's real easy to do. If you're interested, all you do is, I think you go to Amazon Influencers, you can make an account. I think you have to have like Instagram or a YouTube page or something like that. But what you do is you put a whole bunch of products on Amazon. I'm already referring people to Amazon. A lot of times people have high deductibles, and they don't want to buy a cam boot from me, and then I send them to get a cam boot on Amazon, or I'll have them go get a knee roller, or I'll have them go get something else. And when you do that, it's a very easy thing. If you have Amazon on your browser and you're logged in, there's a little area on top that when you search for a certain product, and a lot of times what I do, I want to give you a little tip here. I don't do a specific knee roller, okay? Because sometimes that knee roller or whatever might not be available, and then no one can search for it. So when I send it, a lot of times I'll put it in the search bar, knee roller, and it'll give a whole bunch of options, and then that actual search criteria I can send to the patient, and it's really easy to do. And you just send it to them, and then if they click on it, and then I think there's, I don't know if it's 10 days, there's something called a cookie. So basically, if they buy anything within 10 days or a day, you no matter what it is, even if they don't buy that thing and they buy something else, you get a certain percentage. I think depending on what they buy, it might be 4%. So I'm not making a million on that yet, but it's kind of a neat idea, and I kind of like this techie stuff. So if you want to look at my influencers account, I'll put it on the bottom here. So the whole idea of the Shopify, why Shopify and just not use Amazon? Well, the percentages on Amazon are quite low, and the percentages on Shopify are a little bit higher. So there's certain specific foot-related products that have a kind of a better return, let's say 100%. For example, I think I was just looking at what they're setting up. There's going to be some, looks like knockoff Correctos, and it's going to be drop shipped, right? So I don't have to do anything. So it'll be, let's say it costs $10, and then they're going to charge $25. So there's a better return on those. That's how that's going to work with the Shopify account. What are a couple of other options for you if you want to go kind of a deep dive? Another option is to do an affiliate. Okay, what is an affiliate? Well, an affiliate is where you send, kind of like what Amazon is, you send them to a certain site and you can get an affiliate link. And these exist for things, for example, for shoes. A lot of times I'm sending people to a local store, but a lot of patients still buy it online. There are affiliate links for Zappos, affiliate links for Ultra, for Topo, for Hoka. You can join one of these affiliate, and usually there's like a wholesaler. Basically, it's someone that puts all these affiliates together, and you just join that one. And then anytime you refer them to get that, and they do purchase it, you get a portion of that. So a lot of these things that we're sending patients out for, it can just be just as easily to you give them an affiliate link. Now, how do you give this link? A lot of times these links look kind of funny, right? You don't want a link with your name on it and things like that. I use something called Patient Education Genius to do that. I don't use my personal email, right? I'm not sending them via my email to go look at this affiliate link and buy these things. What I do is I send them something on Patient Education Genius. Basically, it's a preloaded link in there, and I have them all saved based on diagnosis. So if you can imagine, when you log into Patient Education Genius, and this actually links to my medical record, which is Athena, and I have the patient's chart open, it automatically opens up. On the lateral side, on the left-hand side, I have all the diagnoses, and then in there I have the patient education videos, courses, and then I also have these recommendations. And these recommendations are just my Amazon links or my other links. So that's one way of doing it. Another way we're talking about in terms of providing content are to make courses, okay? These courses, I'm using something called Kajabi. Kajabi is just a website builder. You can make courses on a lot of different other platforms. I used to use something called Thinkific, and recently I transferred all of my Thinkific videos back into Podiatry Practice Mastery on this new site. Thinkific was something where I kind of learned how to use it, and it works very, very well, but I kind of wanted it all in one platform. Thinkific, basically, it just all it is a course site, and I wanted to put a website with the courses all together. So I moved everything back over to this Kajabi. That's where you now, within Podiatry Practice Mastery, you get all this other content that I used to have somewhere else. So these courses you can also make for your patients. So, for example, if a patient comes in, you could have, let's say, a free course to start out, and then if they want to learn more, then you can have a paid course, I don't know, for $25 or $50. It takes a little time making these, but if you're pretty high tech, it's not that hard, and you can send it to each of your patients, and they recognize the credibility, and you can kind of explain it as, if they can do one of these courses, a lot of times they can just avoid maybe one office visit with you, and that ultimately you think, oh, the course is $50, but if they can save $150 or if they can save $200, it's really worth it. So that's the whole idea of making these courses. So those are some ideas. I would really recommend checking out this new version of Podiatry Practice Mastery. Log in there and you can see all of these this added resources that I put on there. And there's, I don't know, just stuff on everything that we're talking about here, but it goes a little bit more in depth. Please give me feedback. What else do you want? What else do you want to learn? If I can help, I will. If I can't, I'll try to direct somewhere else. Okay, have a great day.